Hello, people, and welcome to the stream. So let's see. Where should we start with? Hold on, let me get the chat. Okay. All right. So I'm going to start with the Microsoft conference yesterday. By the way, let's see if so there was the EA. I really do not want to touch on that one because I know it really sucked. But anyways, I'll mention some games here. So they mentioned Battlefield 5. That was pretty cool. But then I don't know what the hell just happened. Then they started with the Madden, with the FIFA and the NBA. I'm like, oh my goodness sakes. I mean, EA was terrible. So that's that. Unravel 2, I guess that's a really cool thing. Sea of Solitude. Really, okay. Sea of Solitude. Yeah, anything that starts with Sea of, just stay away from it. And so on. Star Wars Jedi Fallen Order. Yeah, I'm pretty excited about this one. They also mentioned other, I think it's a DLC for the Battlefront one. They're going to add the new Solo movie, and I forgot the freaking bear's name, but whatever. So EA freaking conference was Anthem, of course. Command and Conquer Rivals was what the hell? Yeah. I mean, all these games are really not all of these games. All I can say is that the games that are presented here, they're not actually being presented as, teased. I mean, you actually present something for it to, make us buy your product. But EA conference wasn't that. It was more like, here it is, and that's it. It's that I can't even speak because it was horrible how they presented these games. Now Anthem, they show gameplay. But I see another freaking Destiny. I mean, I won't say like it's a knockoff because it's not. It has its own elements. But I don't know. Gosh. So I'm looking forward for Anthem. Although it's actually coming. Hello, Dan-san.
Hello.
What's up?
Dude, man, I'm feeling pretty all right. How you doing?
I'm doing all right. So, have you seen mostly everything?
Yes, I have. I have seen most of everything.
All right. So, let's see. So I'm here with the list of EA. Gosh, I don't know about that. I already told the people here how I actually felt about that. But how do you actually feel, Dan?
You have a list of stuff, right?
Yeah.
EA was yesterday. I'm just fresh out of Sony right now, so I guess I'm still coming off mind-wise from that. I just remember not liking it.
Yeah. It was horrible. The presentations were god awful. I mean, I hate when EA just starts with the sports stuff. And I'm a sporty guy, and I like
I check out.
sports.
Yeah.
And when they just like slow down the presentations with FIFA, NBA, and Madden, they just kill it.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah. Sorry, I'm just kind of fresh out of Sony right now. I literally came from watching Twitch's desk coverage of that straight to here, so I have to set my mind back to EA. But I remember a trophy showing up on stage, and that was supposed to be a big deal for some reason.
Yeah, it just popped out of nowhere.
Yeah. I mean, I already thought last time it was kind of dumb. They're like, FIFA, we put 3D models of the team managers inside of the game. And that was supposed to be a big deal. And it's like, this year, there's a trophy on the stage. So there was.
I like I like the Champions League. I love the World Cup. But come on, guys, you're presenting a video game, not the actual thing.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's like that. I'm a huge fan of the FIFA, but FIFA games and how EA presents it. Yeah.
I guess the positive would be the originals.
Totally.
So there's that indie looking game about the girl and the ship and the monsters.
What was that one?
I totally forget. But it had like that German lady talking up there, giving a preach about it for about 5 minutes, and she was clearly very passionate about that. And that was a little infectious, and made me pretty interested in the game that way.
Yeah.
But I'm totally blanking on what it was. I'm not prepared for this, this little thing at all. And then Unravel. That looks awesome.
Unravel 2, yeah. I remember the actual guy who presented for the first time. I think it was like 2 years ago, or I think it was 2 years ago. He was pretty nervous and all. Was it the same guy who actually presented this year?
Dude, I can't remember.
I really don't. I don't think it was the same guy.
Uh-huh. Yeah, could be. But I just remember also thinking how, I get that everybody and their mother wants stuff to come to Switch. I mean, it's understandable.
Yeah, exactly.
And how there's a bundle, like the first bundle that you can get with your Nintendo Switch is a red Joy-Con and a blue Joy-Con. And our characters are red and blue, but it's not coming to Nintendo Switch. It seems like a perfect game to be able to hand one of the Joy-Cons to somebody else and play it co-op that way. It would have been cool.
Yeah. But apparently, well.
Yeah, otherwise you have the list, so you would have to talk me through everything else.
Let's just finish with EA because I really do not want to, I just finished watching the conference of Sony, and wow, it's.
Yeah.
Before we get to that, let's go ahead with Microsoft, which that was another one with full surprises.
They didn't do bad this year.
No, they didn't. It's surprisingly good. I mean, they started with Halo Infinite. It was a CGI trailer, but I think it's more like it's gonna be more open, and I guess they're gonna jump into the battle royale.
That was the first battle royale game announced. I think I'm up to 5 or 6, which is what I was predicting. It's only 3, but yeah, it was like it only took a little bit of time before the first battle royale game mode had to be announced.
Yes, and the next one was Ori and the Will of the Wisps. This was actually announced last year. I think it was a teaser trailer. I think it was CGI.
Yes, awesome.
So I'm really looking, to buy the first one and this one too. I think it's coming for the PC too. I don't remember if it was actually there on Steam.
Yeah, I thought the first one was, so I don't know why the other wouldn't be.
Or maybe Microsoft is trying to get their exclusives. So
Yeah,
that so the next one is Sekiro Shadows Die Twice.
awesome.
Yeah.
I can't keep all these medieval things straight now, though.
Yeah. This it's more like a Japanese one. Uh, from the developers of Dark Souls and from Software.
Yeah, I
And
mean, I might be jumping ahead a little bit, but we just had more set almost. Okay, I'm bad with history, right? But there's a lot of medieval Japan, medieval
yeah,
China
exactly.
or something. I'm just bad with that kind of stuff. But it seems
Yeah,
like there's 3 games like this now.
yeah,
It's going
there
to be
is.
hard for me to remember and put them apart. I'll know Neo since there's a sequel to Neo that was announced, just because that game's been around longer. But these other ones, it's going to be hard for me to keep them straight.
Yeah. Uh, it's been like uh because it's like a real good era to just do video games because there's a lot of fight, there's a lot of gore, there's it's you could get creative with that stuff. So that maybe that's why they just the medieval and those ancient uh you know era and all that. So
Yeah.
they also mentioned Fallout 76, which Bethesda actually announced it with more detail in their conference. And yeah, maybe we'll talk about that with the Bethesda one.
Okay.
Yeah. So the Awesome Adventures of Captain Spirit.
It's free.
Yeah, it is.
Yeah.
Yeah. Um.
That's neat.
Yeah. So they also announced, like, I think it's the same trailer, the Crackdown 3.
Oh man,
This
I
is-
hope Terry Crews is just straight up in it. I hope it's not just advertisement. I love Terry Crews.
I
Man.
love Terry Crews too, but as you said, as you said, man, dude, oh my gosh, cause I think it's an advertisement. I think he's there
Yeah, probably.
because he's cool. He's charming. He acts pretty well. He's a good comedian, but then he's not gonna be in the game. So
I'd like to hope he is. Or
I
is
like
it
to hope
confirmed
he
he's
is.
not?
Yes, of course.
Yeah. I gotta
Um,
say, like, I've wanted to play Crackdown games for a really long time, and I just never found a used copy or come across a used copy that was in good enough shape for me to want to get into it.
Exactly.
Yeah.
So they announced Nier Automata for the Xbox One, which was time exclusive for PlayStation 4 and on PC.
Mm-hmm.
So that's pretty cool. There, I think they're launching it with a DLC. I think it's I don't remember was it the Gods something? It's something that it's like an expansion or something like that. So they actually mentioned Metro Exodus, in which people are kind of like saying that it had a downgrade. I mean, I think the game looked the same to me. I don't know about you.
Yeah, maybe there's a comparison video out there. It's
There
not
has
like
to
I
be.
can tell. It's not. Yeah, it's not like I can tell. I can tell you from last year they were trying to say that a game like that was running at 4K, and I found that hard to believe
Yeah.
at the time with graphics like that. So if it did get a downgrade, that wouldn't surprise me to get the game to run at 4K. Like if they're trying to keep that promise.
Exactly.
Yeah.
They actually announced the Kingdom Hearts 3 with the Frozen. Yeah. That that was Damn, we're getting a lot of worlds here. A lot of cause right now we actually have like 3 Pixar movie in here. We have I think Were there actually 3? We
Well,
got Toy Story, we got Monsters Inc., and what's the other one?
I heard that I wasn't sure about this because I didn't see it, but I thought I heard somebody say that Ratatouille was in there.
I haven't seen anything about Ratatouille, but maybe. I mean, there's a lot of surprises with Kingdom Hearts.
Yeah,
So,
they make those cutscenes look awesome, don't they?
Oh yeah,
Like
they,
it looks just like the original movies.
totally.
Yeah.
So they actually announced Sea of Thieves, Cursed Sails, and the Forsaken Shores.
This tells us nothing. Next to nothing, anyway.
Oh god. Well, we got another Forza Horizon. That's the 4th one. With the Share Online world.
Mm-hmm.
We Happy Few, in which
I was wondering why there was a severe lack of collisions in that whole thing.
I don't know, Dan. I don't know if you actually seen We Happy Few on the PlayStation Store or something. Was it actually out or what? What? Because I'm really confused. Because I've seen We Happy Few on the PlayStation Store, in which I can actually buy it, but wasn't. I really don't get it. So, The Division 2.
I thought I lost you there for a little bit, audio-wise, but I think I hear you now.
All right.
I heard The Division 2, though.
Yes. What do you think about it?
More of the same.
Yep.
More of the
exactly
same disappointing-looking game. Is what it looks like.
Yeah, I know.
It's unfortunate. There was a lot of excitement around that first one. It looks like they did absolutely nothing. It might as well be an expansion to the first game some more.
Yeah. So they actually they announced the Shadow of the Tomb Raider. That one was pretty good.
Yes.
I think Square Enix showed it out a little bit more with the gameplay. It's really good. So I think it's out on September what? Somewhere in September. Yeah. So it's September, October, and November that we gonna have a lot of freaking games, and we can't actually forget January and February next year, because that's gonna be my wallet is gonna suffer badly.
Yeah. Well, what else is January besides Kingdom Hearts? I remember that one.
There was. I know there was another. I think there was another game.
Yeah, I believe it.
But yeah, continue on with Devil May Cry 5.
Man, did you see that trailer? Like the first few seconds, and you instantly thought Platinum Games came back with Scalebound, and it wasn't canceled anymore.
I know.
Yeah.
I was totally like talking to Kaine that night. I was like, was it that dude looked like the Scalebound protagonist right there? And
it did.
I was like, oh, but maybe it got canceled because he was like acting on this one, and I was like, man, it's just the same. What happened there? Oh my gosh, it was like confusing until I saw the sword. I'm like, okay, this is Devil May Cry. And then we saw Dante at the end. That was pretty cool. So
crud.
We got an expansion for Cuphead. Man, I really want that game. I haven't played it. Yeah.
My audio is breaking up. Let me try switching devices, see if that helps me any.
All right.
I'll be right back. Just give me a quick second.
All right. Once Dan is back, I'm gonna look at the chat. So yeah, Monsters Inc. Frozen, and Yes, DMC Nero. Yeah, it was Nero. More Nero. Yes, exactly. He looked like the freaking Scalebound protagonist. I have to like admit it. Like at the first, like at the beginning of the trailer, I was like, "Is this Scalebound?" Yeah, I need Cuphead too. Let's see. Um, so yeah, Monster Inc. Frozen. Yes, exactly. Yeah, Monster Inc. and Frozen are in the new Kingdom Hearts. I think there's more worlds from Pixar. Can't remember which was the other one. It was Monster Inc., Toy Story. I'll pop out sometime. So yeah, guys. Just tell me in the chat what did you actually thought about the E3. I mean, like, I'm so happy. All showcase of Kingdom Hearts 3. So happy with the Resident Evil 2 trailer. We're gonna talk about that kind of soon enough. All right, I think we have Officer Dan back. So let's see.
Yeah, let me see if this behaves any better. I just switched to mobile.
All right, cool. All right, so the next one is gonna be Jump Force.
I'm hyped for Jump Force. Dude.
I'm really hyped for Jump Force, and I hope they put all the characters from Shonen Jump here, because I know it's Shonen Jump because this is their 50th anniversary. Yeah, 50th anniversary. They done it with J Stars, but that kind of like was a little bit of a failure.
I'm worried. You know, yeah. But I have the exact same worry as you. As much as I love the idea of Victory Versus Plus was the one I spent time with. That game was just stiff. You know, it's like all the budget went into giving every single character their special animations for their special moves, and that was about it. Like, there wasn't really any deep fighting in there. And I've seen some gameplay, and I'm still a little bit worried about that. But
yeah,
those look gorgeous.
Yeah, it looked good because they have realistic environment. I mean, you could see like it's so photorealistic with cartoonish, and you know it's anime all in there with the characters, and the real environment was. It's okay. But yeah, it all depends on the roster, the combos, how is it actually gonna be the fighting style. All that concerns me, because if it's like the same with J Stars, oh man, damn. So yeah, Jump Force hype. I hope it does good in the future. The roster needs to expand a little bit more. Dying Light 2.
Yeah, just not the thing for me.
Me neither, but I mean, there's a lot of people who actually liked it. Just Cause 4. Now this is the one that I really like. Okay, I'm actually gonna buy this one.
Love the dynamic weather. A lot.
Yeah. So, what was your reaction when you saw Gears pop?
Oh my gosh!
I was like,
I'm sure I was in the same sea of people across the internet that just audibly groaned. You know, you shouldn't do your mobile announcements before like your big major game. Bethesda was very vocal about that. Like when they released Fallout 4, right?
Yeah.
Like if they said. You know, after the fact, if they talked about Fallout Shelter right before they, talked about Fallout 4, that they would have had like a lot of angry people. This is what happened with Gears.
Yeah. I mean, like I was like, man, please let this not the new IP from freaking Gears, the new saga of Gear with pop. Like, okay, it's a mobile game, and then they throw us the freaking Gears Tactics, in which I like tactics game. Just like what's that game? It's a strategy game. Is that the Alien one? Or was it?
XCOM.
XCOM, yes. I never got into those games, but I need to. Because they look pretty cool. So they end up with Cyberpunk 2077.
Woo.
Yeah. So I'm up for this game. I mean, it actually almost have my nickname, you know. Cyberpunk.
Yeah.
Cyberpunky.
Yeah.
Cyberpunk.
Yeah.
So I'm up with that. So that's another hype. And let's go to Bethesda right now. We're going here quick as possible. So
White Fang asked about 76 all being online, and Todd Howard did say that you were able to play it solo if you wanted to, but it's pretty much focused around being online.
Yeah, I mean, you could actually play solo. I mean, it's not like you need the internet, right?
Thankfully, yes. Yeah. That's how they said it was.
Mm-hmm. So they start off with Rage 2. I mean, we saw this coming thanks to Walmart Canada.
Oh my goodness, shots fired at Walmart.
Yeah. So Walmart, like they actually announced the actual Gears 5, which I forgot to mention it. They Rage 2, and I think there was another one, and I'm like, come on, Walmart.
Dude, yeah, it looks awesome.
Yes. Elder Scrolls Legends, the card game. Oh God. Oh God. Here we go. So the next one was
Switch, though.
Yeah. Hello Ice. Ice Sung is on the chat.
Ice.
Yeah. The new giant nuke. Okay, so let's keep on with the Elder Scrolls Online Somerset.
That's great for people who like that. I'm just, I've given MMOs a lot of different tries, but I think it's, I do like their expansions. Like they do prey on people that just love Elder Scrolls that much to give them all those different regions. It's pretty self-explanatory for those people. So I'm sure people who are in it love that to death.
Yes, they actually announced the sequel of Doom Eternal.
I'm happy there's a new one.
Yeah, I really do. The next one was Quake Champions with what I mean. I think
I want that game to be good.
Yeah, I want this game to be good. Like, cause we haven't had like a Quake game since what?
I don't know. It's been too long. I want it to be good. It's just close to being a hero shooter like Overwatch.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah. That's how it's supposed to be.
I'm completely tired of Overwatch, so I'd rather have the speed.
I mean, everyone is like jumping to Battle Royale right now. Like, yeah, it's a thing. You know, hero shooters are like there, but they need some, variety, as in the modes of gameplay. They actually announced Prey Moon Crash DLC.
I love Prey.
Yeah, I haven't played Prey. So we have also Wolfenstein Youngblood. This one is a co-op.
I like that.
Yeah, I'm looking forward to this one too. So finally, Fallout 76. All right, guys. There's a lot of people right here in the chat that it's like, yeah, Fallout 76. So we can actually do like everything we've done like in the single player, but we're gonna do it with our friends, which that is pretty cool. Is it because they said it's a lot more bigger, which I mean the map. So It's pretty cool.
Yeah, I like.
I hope it doesn't bug. You know, I know it's gonna be some few bugs and all that. But you know how Fallout is. I don't know.
Yeah.
You tell me, Dan. Like, have you actually played any Fallout?
Yeah, just the first game
All right.
and 4. So just those. I mean, I guess I played more Elder Scrolls games technically. But yeah, they know that they're buggy, and
Yeah.
in the press conference they were openly admitted to that.
Yeah.
Enough to have a beta.
Yeah, and their conference
Enough
was
room for
was
for sure.
yeah, their conference was pretty full of humor, and they really cracked some really good jokes there. Like, to be honest, they admitted that their game is buggy. They admitted that Walmart, like, you know, this and that.
Yeah.
They cuss a lot, like always. I'm like, man, this conference is pretty good.
I love Keegan Michael Key. He was the
Oh, yeah.
actor in the very special
Yes.
edition.
Yes, yes.
Very funny man.
Totally.
We didn't see any character creation.
No, but
like- But there will be.
they will be, yeah, because I mean it's it's an MMO. It's online. I mean, we cannot like use the same characters like that. That would suck if they do that. Because if it's like only 4 characters to choose, they didn't mention that, right?
Or people in a party together.
Yeah. Well, that will make sense. If it's like 4-player co-op, and okay, you could at least choose like a hero or something, a character. They actually Fallout Shelter. This is
From
only
the
for
Switch.
for the Nintendo Switch and PlayStation 4. Wow. No Xbox here and no PC. Maybe it's because of the touch and pad and those kind of features that PC or Xbox don't have. So.
Oh well, Fallout Shelter is on Steam.
Oh really?
Yeah, it is.
I did not know that.
Yeah,
Nice.
it'll
Yeah,
be
that's
cool
good
to have
know.
on Switch too,
Yeah.
and
So-
still free.
Elder Scrolls Blades.
Now that's interesting. I can't think of too many things that are just that vast. Because didn't they say that was also coming out for consoles and PC and phones, like all interconnected to each other? That's pretty insane.
Yeah. Totally. They actually this new thing, the new game for the next generation of console they mentioned is Starfield. They just show a planet and then a satellite and then a light and that's it. And I'm like, okay.
I'm tired of trailers like that.
Yeah, man. Those are teasers and like, oh gosh, there's a lot of people who are like getting inspired by Kojima these days. They just don't show too much. They just leave people confused and like, okay. I mean, if you're gonna like, if your game has a big surprise in it, then don't show a lot. That's the whole purpose for me to play your game, to just know what it is. Because if I know from the trailer, it's like the spoiler thing, it's the same as the movies. If you spoil it, oh my gosh, I won't enjoy the game as much as as I get surprised. So, Elder Scrolls VI.
Again, just a tiny teaser trailer.
Yeah, it was a landscape.
It's only there to make people shut up. That's all it was for. Somebody on Reddit literally said, I could have gone out with my drone and gotten a shot really similarly and slapped Elder Scrolls 6 on it, and that would have been enough.
You are absolutely right.
Yeah.
Yeah, that was basically it. Just the landscape and Elder Scrolls 6. That's it. That's a teaser. That was a really cool presentation by I have to give them props. Let's go to Ubisoft. Let's see here. Oh crap.
Started off with an anorexic panda. I felt bad for that panda. They weren't taking very good care of that panda. He was looking a little skinny. But Just Dance is never going to stop.
Yeah.
When the world ends, all that will be left will be Just Dance.
Totally, yeah. It's just there to like I don't know. I mean, that's like Madden and FIFA for them, though.
Yes.
it just won't die. It's a really good franchise that it has their own, fans and all that. So, man, the list here is kind of messed up where I have it. Would you mind to like search for another? Because this source, like, oh my gosh, it's bad.
Yeah.
Yeah. Could you look for a moment? Because I can't find any.
I can look. I figured Kotaku would have had something.
And once you have it, just send it to me so we can both watch it.
No, yeah, sure. We're at Ubisoft, right?
Yeah, Ubisoft.
I remember Trials. That presentation made me really laugh.
Oh gosh, no, I got confused at the beginning because they were outside about the Steep recording and the competition. You know that snowboard game?
Steep,
I was like,
right?
Yeah, the Steep. I was like, is this the conference? And then when I saw the countdown, I'm like, okay. And like, it was really scripted again. I'm like, come on, Ubisoft, please give us what you brought us last year. So they actually did.
I messaged you what I found, if you haven't noticed.
No, let's see.
Yeah, so Beyond Good and Evil 2, dude.
Yes. They started like that's
a
a knockout right there. I'm like, wow, this game looks amazing.
It really does. And I think their art initiative is really, really neat. I've actually looked into that press record, the what's his name? He has like a 3-named name.
Yeah.
Joseph Gordon-Levitt.
Yeah,
I've actually looked into that before. That's a really awesome initiative. I really like that a lot.
Yes.
I'm not talented enough to produce anything for that, but if I was, I would.
Yes. So, Beyond Good and Evil, yes. Looking forward. This is actually a prequel. So,
yeah.
It's
surprising.
like... Yeah, it's like the actual first game looks better than the second game, chronologically.
I would, if it's a prequel, I wouldn't want to call it 2,
Yeah, exactly.
I would want to give it a
different name, exactly.
That's what they did.
Yeah. I mean, they still have time to change the name because they mentioned it's an alpha, in which, wow, for an alpha, damn. Not even Square Enix with Final Fantasy VII, they could pull this off.
Yeah.
Like, damn. That looks great. So let's keep on with the, you mentioned Trials. Oh, God. What the hell? The freaking motorcycle and the physics there and the falling and the...
That was really interesting.
Yeah, that was really
I love the whole story they put together of the speedrunners and like YouTube channels like helping develop it and everything. I love that. I love the guy that tripped and fell in the beginning. That was amazing. I wasn't expecting that. That was great.
Yes. The Division 2, we talk about that shit. Nothing good.
Boring.
Yeah, boring, whatever. So, Mario Rabbids Donkey Kong DLC.
Oh my gosh, that might be my. Oh man, I love that so much. I love Grant Kirkhope. I loved
and I
that he
love
got to conduct a metal band.
Yeah, dude, man.
All these familiar Donkey Kong tunes. It was amazing.
Yeah, dude. I was like, man, this band rocks.
And they closed it out with, like, as the screen was moving back upwards, they just used the theme from the island in Donkey Kong 64, which was specific to that game and to that area. It was just full of like Nintendo music nods like that. I loved it.
Totally. So we have another Pirates game.
Yeah. I keep blanking on exactly what that was called. It's not Skull and Crossbones.
Skull and Bones. So what do you think about that one? I mean, so now that we like seen Sea of Thieves, and I don't know.
I have some hopes for it. I'm worried that it's going to be bogged down by usual Ubisoft tactics, which is a little hard to explain. I could write a paper on like how Ubisoft kind of has their own style that kind of drags things down. But I actually have hopes for that game. Like Black Flag, like you might as well not really play any other Assassin's Creed games. Like Black Flag is like where it's at, and so the ship combat in that was really good. So it's like that and more, it seems like to me.
So
I didn't.
Yeah, continue.
I was gonna say I didn't like how it was presented last year at all, whatsoever at all.
It was a CGI trailer.
Yeah.
The most part.
Yeah.
So
and this year was better.
Exactly. Transference. Is this supposed to be a horror game?
I mean, it easily looks like it could be. That's it's one of their VR games, right?
Yeah.
Seems interesting enough.
Yeah, it's interesting. I mean, it's not that scary. I mean, if that was their goal, but I mean, it's supposed to be creepy. So, the thing that I like the most from this company was Starlink.
Holy cow, dude! That was such the biggest surprise.
Yes. Oh my god! So what do you think? I you know, you are a Nintendo fan. How do you?
I freaked out when I heard him come through the intercom with the traditional Super Nintendo sounds. I loved it to death. I can't wait. That R-Wing looks really beefy and really swole. I put on Twitter that it looked like the R-Wing hit the gym. It seems a little bit chunky, but dude, it's so great, man. I can't. Yes. I mean, I was already kind of sold last year because, like, the landscape of gaming right now really needs, in my opinion, or maybe just what I'm hungry for, like just more aerial dogfights and like ship shooting, you know, and just flying around. So I just already kind of had a desire for that anyway. Like I found myself replaying one of those Star Wars X-Wing games like a month or two ago, and I just already like that style of thing, and these are just really neat. So I was already interested in it in the first place, and then you're telling me I can get an R-Wing in real life and deck it out however I want. Yeah, I'm like already sold. I'm completely sold on that game after today's presentation for sure.
Yes. Now for me, I was like, wow. I mean, like, I think Ubisoft is the one that actually making, you know, more crossovers with Nintendo, you know, Nintendo's characters.
They're in good with them now.
Which that is really hard to do, even with this guy. I mean, this guy started from the bottom. I mean, this guy's a new guy. I mean, like, it's like a dream come true. It's what he said. I mean, like, of course it is, because it's Nintendo, and you just with this new game that started last year, and wow, it's pretty amazing.
Is Nintendo taking an effort to finally creep out? I mean, we were starting to see this with Skylanders even a few
Yes,
years back too.
exactly. Yeah,
You know.
with the yeah, with the figures and all that, all the toys. So, For Honor has a new mode
Oh,
called.
I can't hear anything again.
Can you hear me now? Anything? 1, 2, 3. Can't lose you. Hosting Elder Scrolls.
Maybe I'm back.
Yes, yes, you are. Can you hear me? Yeah. So once he's back, if there's a new For Honor mode. I mean, this game actually wasn't that great, but there's a lot of people who actually like the game. Uh, so I hope for the best for the DLC. And I think it explains here, and I quote: "The new mode is called Breach and pits teams of 4 against one another. The expansion, Marching Fire, also got a trailer and will introduce a new faction. 4 new fighters. Oh, at least 4 new fighters. Okay. Some unrevealed single player content. Can you hear me now, Dan?
Yes.
All right. So, the new For Honor DLC. What do you think about?
I don't know what new stuff I saw, but I'm liking that they're dedicated to the game. Like as hesitant as I am to hear games as a service, for the most part, I don't really
Yeah.
I don't really like the sound of that too much. I like that they're still trying to turn that game around, and with finally having dedicated servers and releasing more content, and then announcing that it's free for a little while. I don't think, for a while there, it was too little too late. If you let your game be free for a little while, you're opening up the floodgates. So I think it's just the rejuvenation that that game probably needed to reintroduce people and be like, hey, you know what? We're probably good now.
At least, because there's a lot of people who did not like the game.
Yeah, for sure. I was so looking forward to it, and then I was just hearing nothing good about it for a while.
Indeed. So, the last one was Assassin's Creed Odyssey.
Super Assassin's Odyssey, as I like to put it.
Wow, it looks a lot like Origins, but damn, this looks great. You could choose a female this time.
Yeah, it's in the budget now.
Yes.
And yeah, I guess the thing I'm interested in from that is I'm not an Assassin's Creed guy, but at least they're finally trying to shake it up by letting you choose a story path.
Exactly, yeah, the decisions and all that.
Mm-hmm.
They say they're taking on that route. Greek mythology, I love it. So let's see if we can actually fight some gods here. I don't know. So, wow, I'm really looking forward for this one. I mean, my wallet is going to suffer by the end of this year and the beginning of next year, because it's going to be all games. Oh, God. Because I don't know if you saw the trailer for Dead or Alive 6, but damn, dude.
I actually haven't seen that trailer yet.
You know how I love this franchise.
Yes. Yeah.
So I'm really looking forward, for that one. So, God, I hope for the best, and I hope it gets a really good roster. All right, let's get to Square Enix. Let's see if.
Oh, man. That was like the one press conference I didn't actually watch. I watched another YouTuber's recap of it instead.
Okay. Yeah. So, does Kotaku has the list?
I haven't gotten that far.
Let's see.
I can, unless you're looking. That's an easy way to. It's probably here somewhere. I can say that according to the YouTuber that I listened to, from their perspective, about the coolest thing was the stuff that is being introduced in Final Fantasy XIV, and otherwise there wasn't too much substance other than that,
Right.
according to them.
The crossover.
Yes. Yeah.
Is it like I don't know if it's like in the same game, but it's I know it's a DLC, right?
Yeah, it's like maybe it's an
Uh,
event or it's DLC. I'm not
Yeah,
sure.
it has to be like an event or something, just like Monster Hunter has been getting events like that in their own game.
Mm-hmm.
So, all right. There's a lot of people like Kaine that are really excited for that. I mean, I like Final Fantasy 14. It's a really good MMO. So yeah, not looking forward to just like resubscribe to Final Fantasy 14 because I my wallet again. MMOs are expensive if yeah, it starts like $30 and then your wallet starts choking. And it's you need a lot of money for that.
How much is it a month?
I think is like, was it 30 or was it 20? I can't remember.
Snap, 30 is pretty steep.
Yeah,
for
it
every
was.
month.
Yeah, I know. It's Square Enix. So let's see. So yeah, shout out to Tomb Raider. They show us the gameplay. It's pretty cool. Looking forward to that. The Awesome Adventures of Captain Spirit.
Again.
So, yeah, again.
Oh, I guess there's another trailer for Octopath Traveler, which is easily the thing I'd be most excited for.
Nice.
And I haven't seen that.
Yes. Babylon's Fall, was it? That's the next one. Given the Platinum made Bayonetta, yeah, the Vanquish and Nier Automata, it's a safe bet it'll be an action game.
Mm-hmm.
Of course, I mean,
Platinum's good at what they do.
Yeah, they are. They went pretty well with Nier Automata last year, so give them props. Just Cause 4. Yes, we talked about this, and looking forward because this game looks good. I mean, even the protagonist looks like my brother-in-law, dude. Yeah. The Quiet Man.
Yeah, that's new, and I hadn't seen that trailer.
Yeah, it's kind of weird. So I think that will be it. I mean, Square Enix was like, yeah, this is a conference that we are pre-recording, and that's it. It was terrible.
I heard. It made me glad that I kind of just watched a recap of it instead.
Yes, skipped it. Yeah, that was a good thing. I
Yeah,
mean, it
cool.
wasn't as bad as EA because they actually showed some what's Dragon Quest, I think it's 11. Yeah, Dragon Quest 11. They showed also Kingdom Hearts, the same trailer as the Xbox, which all right. We talked about that. So we're here with the Sony press conference. Yeah, I think Kotaku is better. Hold on, it's because of freaking IGN. They haven't updated yet.
Yeah, I can tell you straight away, like, the only thing Sony had coming out anytime soon for me personally that I was looking forward to was Spider-Man.
Yeah,
And
Spider-Man, indeed.
they really got to deliver on Spider-Man this year.
They did.
That's really great. But boy, I thought their presentation was so stupid. Moving all those people from one room to another. Yeah.
I was like, what the hell are you guys doing? I know that Sony told us that, yeah, our presentation is gonna be different this year. And I'm like, what kind of different? And okay, I see what different is. And like the not all of the people like fitted there. You could see that the people were like really tight with one another. Like even the camera guys were like struggling a bit.
Yep.
And I'm like, are these guys actually going to present everything in this dump?
It was confusing too.
Yeah, it was confusing too. But then they show us the freaking gameplay of The Last of Us Part 2, and I was like, wow. Dude, they went really rated R here.
Yeah, man, so much stuff in Sony was violent this year, and I just have a violence tolerance, and I didn't play the first Last of Us, so I don't know how much worse it is, but I don't. That's just too much for me, having the entrails hanging out after being gutted and hanged at the same time.
When I saw Ellie like kissing the other girl, I'm like,
yeah, that's pretty gay.
Yeah, this get good. This get good, man. I'm like, oh, some lesbian here. Like, all right, we're gonna get a lot of stuff here. So the gameplay looks great. I was like hoping for a really good gameplay. I'm like that, and I was really. I'm gonna definitely buy the game. Really, day one. I don't care. It's like even though my wallet, even though my wallet is struggling, I'm gonna buy this game. So then there was like a middle intersection because the people were moving out to the actual stuff, and I'm like,
hated that.
I was like, man, you guys are like, aren't you guys stupid? Like, what the hell is this?
He did it.
It was like, what the freak? It was weird. It was weird. Like, okay, this is not their format. Why they do this? They were like,
I don't know.
Sony and their crazy stuff, you know. And then we jump into where was it? Was it actually Ghost of Tsushima? Yeah, Ghost of Tsushima.
All those games that look like that look awesome.
Dude,
I'm just not gonna be able to keep them straight.
Yeah, dude. I'm like, wow, this game looks really good.
Yeah.
And I love the freaking when the actual samurai fought with the actual friend. Man, that the cinematic and the landscape, the leaves, everything moving. I'm like, man, even the environment has life here. Like, wow. What kind of engine are they using? That's my question. Like everything moving and there's no frame drops. I don't think there was a frame drop anywhere. Like, not that I know, but I saw everything so fluidly. You know, it's something that not like every game has. But damn, dude, this game. Wow, it just wowed me.
They did their homework.
Yeah, they did. Next one was. I'm here trying to remember. So. There's another Neo 2.
Happy about that.
Yeah. Have you played the first one?
I wish I played more of it. I want to own that game and I don't, but I have.
Okay. Yeah, I totally need to play it because there's a lot of people who've been recommending to me. And
Yes.
I'm like, I have to play it even though there's a second one coming. So, looking forward to that. There was another weird trailer. I think it was it was a woman, but she could like manipulate the time or something like that. Control, yes.
I don't know what to think about that.
I mean, either. I mean, it was weird, but it looked like Quantum Break.
That crossed my mind also. Yeah, I don't know what to say about that. Like, if it's a game where I'm actually able to manipulate absolutely everything whenever I want, that'd be really impressive.
Yeah.
But I have no idea. I have no idea what to think about it.
Yeah.
Next to nothing. Like nearly everything in this conference.
Exactly. The other thing that I was mind blown was that people were actually waiting for this. It's the remake of Resident Evil 2.
Oh yeah, I wasn't expecting it.
Me neither.
Like people were hoping for it, but I wasn't expecting it to look the way that it did.
Yeah.
As well. I was like, oh dang.
It was a damn really good trailer.
Everything really violent at Sony this year, man. Everything really violent.
Yeah. It was rated R.
Zombies never really tore flesh off quite like that.
No. So we get a look of Death Stranding.
Oh yeah, man. I'm a Kojima fan.
I'm a Kojima fan too.
I'm scared. I don't do good with scary things, and I think this is supposed to be a scary game.
Yeah, it is.
But
I mean,
I am very intrigued.
I'm totally very intrigued. I like the actual gameplay. I'm still confused of what it was. Once those, when the text actually popped, like, I thought that was like it of the trailer, but then there was another thing, and then like, okay, so what's this? And then all those bits and the dialogue. Oh man, we just need to understand it, like somewhere or another. Cause damn, this game is gonna be.
Yeah, they'll have plenty of fans trying to iron out and put everything together with this new information. So I'm just gonna have to wait for that because I don't know, but this is made by Kojima, and that's about what has me attached.
Yeah. I mean, there's a lot of Norman Reedus.
Yeah, which is awesome.
They're like asking, Norman Reedus, like, oh, how about this new Kojima game? Why won't you tell us about it? But he doesn't actually tell what it's about. He just tells that, oh yeah, Kojima, he's so great. He just like he starts talking about Kojima instead of the freaking game. And I'm like,
yeah. Old Norman Reedus, his Norman fetus.
Yeah.
And when he was naked in the shower, we nearly saw his Norman penis.
Yeah. Exactly.
As I heard it said already.
Oh my god! So it's another one that was like, okay, you got me. Another one that I would buy. So yeah, the next one was it Spider-Man?
Yeah, I also want to say that they had all those little mini, like, completely random segments, like the guitar playing Banana out of nowhere.
Weird.
Yeah, it was weird because those were just, they didn't really officially talk about it during their official, like, stage presentation, but they did afterwards, and that was Dream by Media Molecule, that game that lets you create your own worlds and games and animations and everything.
Damn, that's just like
it was so completely random.
Yeah.
Why'd they put it together like that?
Sony smoked something this year, like.
Oh yeah.
It's definitely smoked something.
Made them very violent too. A lot of stuff was just too violent.
Even in the Spider-Man, it got violent, dude. I saw all those villains pounding Spider-Man, like, damn.
Yeah.
Poor Spidey. Like,
I mean, yeah. There's that, and even freaking Death Stranding had to give me a shot of him ripping a toenail off. It's like, why you do that? Why?
That was like, oh my god! I was like holding all my fingers, like, oh. Oh god. Yeah,
but
it was.
But Spider-Man, that's the thing I was looking forward to the most. I got to see more of that. Yeah. All these amazing villains.
Yeah, the villains were really damn. Like, I'm really surprised to see Scorpion there.
Yeah.
Damn.
Rhino looks great.
Rhino looks great. Electrobe. Then he was annoying, and he's gonna be annoying in the game. Damn, that's gonna be something really interesting. So, I think there's more villains though.
Yeah, I mean, Mr. Negative kind of seems like a big one.
Yeah.
And then, gosh darn, I forget. Did we say Vulture?
Yeah, Vulture. Yeah.
Yeah. Super cool.
So yeah, the open world is actually open world. It's not linear.
So happy.
Yeah, it's so happy. It's New York with the actual new trade center. Wow.
Oh, I didn't notice that fact. That's awesome.
Yeah, it was literally right there. I'm like, wow, this is amazing.
That's great.
Yeah, totally great. So yeah, was there anything else from this conference besides those games?
Dude,
I know there was more.
Yeah. You know the thing that has me. Okay, so Starlink has me pretty happy. From that, I was gonna say, from a conference that we didn't mention, Devolver Digital was hilarious again this year with their pre-recorded video.
Yeah.
But I am crazy happy about Metal Wolf Chaos XD.
Oh, dude.
Really happy about Metal Chaos. Really happy. That was such an amazing surprise. I can't get over it.
Totally.
For those that don't know, that was like a game from like, what, it was 2004 or 2007. I'd wanted to play it for years, and the only way that you could play it was only released in Japan. Despite being fully voice acted and having tons of English menus and everything, for them to finally like bring it over so people can play it is fantastic.
Totally.
I'm super happy, and they showed gameplay off earlier today.
Nice.
Oh, which is what I was gonna say. I love that. If you are watching some E3 coverage on the Twitch side of things, I know a lot of people broadcasted their own, like IGN and GameSpot and whatever. But if you're watching through Twitch, I love this. Twitch cut Sony's feed at one of the times they were talking at the desk. They cut from that straight to them at the studio, and I was so relieved. I was so happy. I was so happy because I love the Twitch presenters like so much already. To like just have a straight cut from that is like, whoa, we're back in the Twitch studio. I was like, oh, thank you. I actually added them on Twitter and thanked them for doing that.
Because those people from when they actually cut from the actual stage to them, I'm like, who are these people? Yeah, I'm like, oh man, these guys are cringy here. Like, they pretend to be so excited about something, like that Black Ops 4 with the DLC with the older maps. I'm like, what the freak?
Dude, this is like production wise, it was really bad for them. They had crazy audio issues.
Yeah, that too.
They had to break it up the way that they did by moving people around and having that in between talk segments. I really did not like it. I really didn't like it.
Yeah, damn. The Sony presentation was average. I mean, they presented really good stuff from what they actually have, and a lot of things of that is Sony. It's not a third parties. It's just
Yeah,
from
sure.
them, which is really good because once you if you compare with other companies like if they have hardware just like Microsoft, Microsoft side they actually present it well, but they don't have the actual exclusives or anything from Microsoft that actually got in that spotlight. Like Microsoft's press conference was third party spotlight. There was all third parties and whatnot. So at least we got variety. At least we got a lot of good games. Despite all these conferences being shitty this year, at least we're getting good games. In which I think good games actually are they actually come out at the end of the generation.
Mm.
Which kind of suck because we're actually kind of ending this gen, and right in the 2020 we're just going to just completely transition to the next gen, in which it's somewhat good, but there's a lot of people who actually enjoy this gen just like we enjoy last gens. So it all depends on what actually these companies are going to be. Hello, Dids. What's up? This is on the chat.
Yo, it's the homie. It's Skull Games.
It's Dids. Yo, Dids. Did you see the conferences? Anything?
Man, he looked like he was streaming Resident Evil while
Yeah,
Sony was going on. But that's
yeah.
cool, man. I like that you're sticking to a schedule. Dids is hitting streamers really hard. Plus, he can always be disappointed by watching Sony later.
Yeah, you didn't miss anything, but there's a lot of that you'll miss. I mean, there's gonna be a new Resident Evil 2 remake.
Yeah, coincidentally.
So, yeah, one. I did not.
Yeah, I thought you were streaming.
So, yeah. What else about these conferences, though? I mean, they were cringy too.
Yeah, if you can't handle cringe, you shouldn't watch them.
Yeah, it's oh my gosh.
I have a tolerance. Like there can be stuff that can be too cringe for me, but E3, I'm able to get through it. Usually Ubisoft is the hardest, but they weren't terrible this year. This year it was Sony with their production value. Like they had awful audio and there was like crackling and stuff. There's crackling noises in the mic nearly the whole time they were showing off Last of Us 2. And I'm like, oh, that confirms clickers with the clickering on all the audio.
I mean, we have better audio service here. So
yeah, that's true. Did you go over the hunt? I did see some stuff on the hunt today. They just talked about, I don't even remember. It wasn't very memorable. But the Hunt Showdown looks like a really cool game. It has amazing graphics. I've watched some streamers play it prior to seeing it at E3 and everything. There was the PC gaming show, I guess, today.
Yeah. Was it exciting or was it boring as always?
I like the presenter. They showed off a lot of games. There's like 2 or 3 things that I liked. I remember Ooblets. Ooblets looked really awesome. It's like this game inspired by Harvest Moon and Pokemon.
Yeah.
You're like this person that's like taking care of like little creatures and like farming and talking to people. That looks like it's gonna be really rad. That's what I remember from PC. I guess I'd have to sit and think about it for a while. But I always like the guy who they get to present those. So I didn't find it too boring this year.
It's more like entertainment.
Yeah.
I think E3 it's that, right?
Yeah.
Electronic Entertainment Expo, right?
Yes.
There we go.
That's the
what
letter E 3 times.
Yeah, exactly. E3 times. So either the conferences, they're just conferences, but the actual stuff is it's when you actually play the games in the conventions. So I saw the Square Enix one. I actually liked it a lot. Just 30 minutes of trailers and gameplays. No people cringing or interrupting. Well, I'm really happy that you did like it. There were a lot of stuff there that were actually exclusive for PlayStation 4 and PC.
That is the one that I skipped. I'll give Square Enix this, though. Like, at least they are smart and kind of taking the kind of Nintendo route where it's the pre-recorded thing.
Exactly. Yeah.
So it's just more streamlined.
Yeah.
But I'll watch it at some
the
point.
Same.
Yeah. Man. I'll watch it at some point. Just the only thing I heard that was standoutish was the Final Fantasy 14 stuff, and I don't play that game. And I guess The Quiet Man, we know not a whole lot about it. I guess that's the other thing that intrigues me, but I'm not even sure if we know when that game's happening. Yeah, exactly. and you can't go wrong with Kingdom Hearts either. It's about time. But I won't believe it will be out until I see it on the shelf.
Oh, I actually liked the Kingdom Hearts presentation from Sony. And I thought that was actually something different. Because it was like the Pirates of the Caribbean world. And I was like, man, they actually look real. They don't look cartoony.
All those CG movies, man, they look just like their movie counterparts. Yeah, exactly. It's amazing.
Yeah, I was like, oh, that's pretty cool, and the Keyblade, and
I can't wait to visit the Cars 2 world.
Ah, man, don't even. Yeah, just stay away from that.
You have a Mater summon, a Larry the Cable Guy summon. He whips people with his toe cable and tows them away.
No.
What do you mean,
no?
And plus, since it's Cars 2, it'll take place in Japan. So it'll be a really pretty setting. And you could, bring down your gummy ship, and it converts into a car, and then you get to have a race with Lightning McQueen in the gummy ship? Dude, you're telling me no?
What about the Keyblade design?
It can just be a car.
No, that would suck.
You drag it around the ground because it's 4 wheels, so it gives it extra forceful push. Or you could sit on it and ride it and just ram people.
Oh God. Damn,
dude, it's a key, man. You just put the key in the ignition.
Wow, that is a really great idea. This is why Square Enix always they don't get their games in time. They're always delaying it because there's a new world in there's Frozen, and there's Wreck-It Ralph, and there's this other one. Come on, guys, just freaking make the freaking games and just make another Kingdom Hearts if you like. Just stop delaying the freaking game, just like you're doing with Final Fantasy VII Remake. It's outrageous, stupid.
Oh, dude. I don't mean to change the subject, but I gotta say I was also pretty pumped for Tales of Vesperia.
Ah, yeah. Yeah. Forgot about that one, too.
Dude, that's one of my favorite things announced so far. How could I not mention that, man? It's really exciting. I
totally forgot. Totally, yes.
Plus, I read that it's coming to Nintendo Switch, and I'm just like, oh, man. Yes. I'm reading that Japan got this PS3 version, this definitive version that added more stuff, like characters you couldn't have in your party before. And so it only came out in Japan, and it never came out here in the States. So I'm reading it's basically that version, but all in English and being ported to all this stuff. It's a
Yeah.
shame that that game was stuck on 360 because it's so good. So I'm happy. I'm happy about that one.
This says, I say delay it as much as you want, as long as it's really good at launch. It'll mean it was worth it. You know what? This is why it's not a Sony PlayStation exclusive anymore. Because they've been delaying this since PlayStation 3. They're like, Square Enix, you're gonna do this bullshit, then get out of here. Yeah, because imagine like Kingdom Hearts being delayed, Days Gone being delayed, and these other IPs from Sony being delayed. All of a sudden, like, no,
No.
no, no, like, come on, like, you got a freaking Final Fantasy VII remake. We still don't know what it is anymore. I don't know what you guys doing with it.
Yeah, we're gonna be waiting a long time for that. They announced that way too early.
Yeah,
Way too early. I think
way
it's
too
like 2
early.
years ago that I got my my PlayStation 4 theme that was based on that. That was forever. That was like
I
already.
think
like
that's
6
coming
years
out for PlayStation 5, dude.
ago.
Yeah, it's. I don't know, man. I mean, Square Enix, they've been slacking off. I mean, they still have good games out there, but in terms of the Final Fantasy world and the Kingdom Hearts world, man,
It might as well just be a spectacle kind of game. Nobody can tell you what the story is.
yeah,
It basically is. It's just like, oh, look, it's Woody and Buzz from Toy Story.
right.
And that's about it. Yeah.
They actually, I think there was another announcement that Sony made about the remixes one that is going to be in one game.
Oh yeah, that's true.
I was like, no, take that shit off already. I don't want no remake, and the 2.8, 2.9. I don't freaking care anymore. Damn it, just stop it with that. Just one game, like, oh, come on.
Yeah, what it says.
What's gonna happen? Like, hey, Kingdom Hearts is gonna get delayed again. Oh my god. Remix in 2019. Man, I just got tired of the remixes, man.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I'm like, once Kingdom Hearts 3 is gonna be out, there's gonna be another Kingdom Hearts, or the Kingdom Hearts 3 in that game with the actual remixes. Then what's the point? What are you doing here, Square Enix?
Dude, I gotta say, like, they showed off that PlayStation 4 Pro, the Kingdom Hearts one. That looks really pretty.
That looks pretty good.
I need to see a better picture of that thing.
Yeah.
That looks pretty.
So, average conferences, good games. My wallet is gonna choke. Yeah, my wallet will definitely make suicide. Commit suicide, like, my gosh. I don't know if my 2 jobs are worth with all these games, man. Like,
Yeah.
it's gonna be a hell of a freaking ride, because even on February next year, it's gonna be packed with games. Wow. So anyways, tomorrow we'll be having the Nintendo press conference. So let's see if we're gonna get some gameplay of Prime, Metroid Prime 4.
Oh yeah, I think so. I think we'll see Prime. When your previous year is just like a title card and nothing else, it like they have an entire year to give us something else. So I'm firmly believing we'll have some Prime to look at.
Now, if they mention, or actually, or a CGI trailer for Bayonetta 3. Oh yeah.
Oh yeah.
Oh yeah. I'm that my wallet. Jesus Christ, I really want that Bayonetta 3 already. If they actually announce that they win a 3, they win a 3, man. Like, I don't know, man. I like even with Smash.
I'm so hyped for the Invitational.
Yeah.
That's going to be later that night. I'm so excited for that. They have some of my favorite Melee players there, dude. Half of the people they invited are Melee players.
Wow.
Mm-hmm.
So this could be like a Melee remake.
I can cross all of my fingers, all of my toes, all of my arms, and I can braid my hair to cross that in hopes that there'd be some kind of Melee something.
Oh yeah.
But yeah, I mean, I'm in the camp that I'm always going to give. I'm just a big fan of Smash, all of them. Yeah, Melee is my favorite ones. Yeah, I definitely have
I think that's
Smash Bros. Games I like more than the others.
Mm.
But like, I'm just a bigger lover of Nintendo, even more so than that. So I just love seeing all these beloved franchises of mine come together, new and fresh. And I'm always going to give every Smash Bros. A chance. I'm always going to be there day one, if I can help it.
Indeed. I mean, I do not own all Smash games, but I can guarantee you that Melee is the actual favorite from all of them. I mean,
Nice.
yeah, because Brawl, I mean, it is what it is. I mean, it was something. Nintendo tried to do something else, but they had to do, their best to actually make people like it.
Since
So,
we're seeing Smash tomorrow, I would love to hear any character hopes or predictions from you, Zyber. Who would you like to see in this new Smash game tomorrow?
repeat that question.
Who would you like to see in the new Smash Brothers tomorrow? What are some of your wishes or hopes, realistic or not? Since we're talking Smash tomorrow.
Yeah, you mean characters, right?
Yeah, I mean characters.
Okay. Uh,
Sonic Maker? Dude, I'm dying for Mario Switch, but we can talk about that in a second.
So, oh my gosh, the roster here is big. So,
Yeah.
let's see. They could bring back Snake.
Dude, I would love that, man. I'm a huge Metal Gear fan.
That could happen, but I don't know. It
All Shinja will pull for is for Mega Man to come back.
Mega Man will come back. Let's see. Obvious Sonic is gonna be there. Let's see if we can get some really good crossovers with Bayonetta, Ryu. Yes, indeed.
You want them DLC? Everybody who's already in. You've said like everybody who's kind of already been in. You just want them all back at the same time.
No DLC, just all of them like in one game.
Sure. So you're thinking you'd like it to kind of be just a deluxe version, plus extras?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. Just straight up. I mean, if they're going to add, other characters in the future, okay, but I want the actual roster from the actual Wii U and the new roster, we can get from the new ones from Splatoon,
Yes.
But yeah, it's the roster is the most important thing here, and the actual combo. So let's see if they actually pulled it off. I really do not want to like invest more money in a character for $7 or $5 because it's something that people really enjoy, and I think the most famous fighting game is Smash. I mean, the most in tournaments.
Kratos.
Kratos in Smash. Oh my goodness.
And
Yeah,
he
I
said
think
Sub-Zero. Normally, I would just be like, no way, but like, Snake and Bayonetta both came from Rated M Games, so it's like, oh
I
man.
mean, if you see the PlayStation type of Smash game, was it called All
Oh,
Star? The All Star game.
speaking of
Kratos
Battle Royale,
uh, Kratos was actually there, so maybe they, I don't know. Banjo Kazooie for Smash, Deadpool for Smash, right? My goodness.
I'll tell you my most far-fetched yet realistic guess. Those Crash Bandicoot Insane Trilogy games are getting ported to Nintendo Switch. That's all I'm saying.
Yeah, yeah.
Crash Bandicoot.
That's a really good one. So that portable,
Mm-hmm.
it's all good. Yeah. There's something that I forgot to mention about Square Enix. Do you guys remember that trailer of Marvel that Square Enix was gonna make? Do you
Were they
remember
making
that
it? Were they the
teaser?
ones making the Avenger game?
Yeah, that's the one that I'm talking about. The Marvel Square Enix game. Like,
I
what?
think I heard about that. They didn't talk about that today, huh?
They haven't talked about it since they launched the teaser for Final Fantasy VII.
Wow.
Yeah, I'm like, what's wrong, Square Enix? What are my games? So anyway, going back to Smash, Spyro for Smash. That could happen.
I mean, he's getting re-releases of his games, right? Banjo-Kazooie needed to be in there since forever ago, but I'm worried it's been too long.
Yeah.
I mean, I love them more than most people, but I just worry it's been too long. Even though Microsoft has said repeatedly, like, oh, you can put them in. But yeah.
All right. So, what else before we close this podcast? I mean, our predictions tomorrow for Nintendo. I may be doing some podcasts, but maybe pre-recorded. Maybe I'll record it, or maybe I'll do a live stream. It all depends. So, at what time is it exactly, the conference?
Tomorrow, my time, it's 11. I think it's 9 a.m. PST. And then directly after that, they're going to have Smash gameplay.
Right.
And gameplay of some of the other stuff that they announced. Like, I can't even predict any other game that I want from Nintendo when you have Smash on the docket. It's just where all my attention's at.
Yes.
I'll be surprised by other things for sure, though. You know, there are rumors of that Star Fox racing game. I don't know if you heard those rumors or not.
Yeah, I heard of them. Yeah.
But that's really fun to imagine. Did you ever play Diddy Kong Racing on the Nintendo 64?
Yes, I did. Yes, I have.
That's what I would love to see. Just give me Diddy Kong Racing, but do it in the Star Fox universe
Fox,
instead.
Yeah,
How cool would that be?
totally.
If you were able to like race on courses by flying with different ships, or racing on the ground, or racing in the water, but with Star Fox and all their characters, that would be so cool.
Animal Crossing.
Oh yeah, that's definitely my biggest help tomorrow. I love
yeah.
Animal Crossing. It's been way too long.
Yes. I mean, hope for the best for Nintendo. Battle Royale mode. Oh my god.
I think I've
Battle
counted
Royale.
5 or 6 Battle Royale games announced at E3 this year.
Thank God, like Red Dead Redemption has not been announced just like last year. But I mean,
I
like,
don't know why it didn't show up at Sony
I
or
don't know.
Microsoft.
Maybe I think it's Rockstar, man. I think Rockstar is like not actually showing up on E3 lately. Like even last year, they weren't like
Yeah,
interested in
I
like
was dumbfounded
showing.
it didn't show up last year.
Yeah, so I think it's Rockstar's doing like they just don't care about E3 either. I mean, they have their reasons. So, uh, but that we could guarantee there's gonna be battle royale there. Yeah, new Pokemon info games. Yeah, of course. There's gonna be the new Pokemon. I think the remakes, right?
Remakes of Yellow is what people
Yeah,
tell me. I'm gonna get the easy Eevee version. I think I'm pretty into it.
yeah,
I'm
me
tired,
too,
dude.
too.
I'm tired of this stuff too. I really am.
Yeah, indeed.
I was
Cause
tired a long time ago.
I don't know how that mode is gonna die. So
I don't know. We might be waiting a bit yet, but
yeah, so
yeah,
it's gonna be a pretty long time. Battle Royale saga will actually uh
it's gonna take like another trend to like kick
yeah.
it away.
Yeah, it's like a zombie, the zombie era, then
Yeah,
the
we had a motion controls era.
yeah, those arcs, you
Hmm.
know. So something will replace those, so don't worry.
Yeah, you can't
Um
sooner than later. I hope. But
yeah,
boy, like at E3, I'm pretty sure I counted 6 new games,
more
and I can't name
RPGs
them off the top of my head, but 6.
more RPGs for PS4 is what we need. Well, so on Square Enix brand, I mean, we got um Dragon Quest 11.
Oh yeah, Dragon Quest 11.
Yeah,
Um,
yeah, that's coming. So I mean, at least Square Enix is doing something good, right?
yeah, we'll supposedly have Kingdom Hearts in January.
Yeah, that's
I'll
another
believe it when I see
RPG.
it on the shelf.
Yeah,
And Square Enix does have a dedicated RPG making company. Um, yeah,
yeah.
so we can
Just
help.
looking forward. I think JRPGs most likely from Sega. Uh, uh, for PSX or later this year that they will announce because Sony E3 like they don't really give a damn because they have other conferences so this wasn't a really great one so they just don't care that's why it was really like that because Sony this year smoked something I I don't know what that it was weird so Call of Duty Black Ops 4 and Battlefield 5 are gonna have immersive battle royale. Yeah, I know. So
That's 2 right there.
yeah, it's oh god, this is gonna be cringy. Well, at least Battlefield 5 is gonna give you a really full game with a lot of modes, including the campaign. Unlike Black Ops 4, that is going to sell it to $60 with microtransactions in it, no freaking campaign, with
Yeah.
a freaking shitty battle royale mode, and what else is there? Freaking zombies. Oh gosh, we got tired of zombies a long time ago. Yeah, like what the f? Oh, and the freaking new trailer today, man. They actually announced Black Ops 1 and 2 maps that are gonna be in the Black Ops 4. I don't know,
Such a
man.
waste of time.
It's just a waste of time, really. Yeah, indeed. I'm like, oh my gosh. I would prefer VR the whole conference like
Yeah.
just do it like that because what you show was good stuff, really good product from Sony, but you should have done it like Square Enix or like Nintendo. You you'll make a lot of people come over to your press conference, and you didn't actually like talk
Hmm.
in front of them at all.
Dude, Zyber, I know you get my pain more than most other people, but this was said a while back that Shenmue 3 was delayed.
Yeah, I know.
So I was hoping to see something from Shenmue
Yes,
3 this year.
at least in the PSX, maybe later this year, we could actually see some fixes from Shenmue.
Hmm.
Uh, but I mean, I can see a Shenmue just like a Yakuza. I mean, if they actually take that route, I'm okay. But even though Shenmue has a different type of feeling, environment, and the colors are really vibrant, and on Shenmue's side, so I'm just hoping for the best for Sega, because Sega has been making really good software, such as the Yakuza, and even this new um Fist of the North Star game. I think
Oh
it was.
yeah, I did see some of that today.
Yeah. Was it? Did they had a release date?
I didn't catch a release date on that, but I did see some. Oh man, yeah, Mega Man X Legacy.
Oh
Yeah.
yeah, dude. Yeah, they.
That's out not long before my birthday, so I know what I'm asking for.
So yeah, then we're actually planning to do a Mega Man week when
Again,
Mega
cool.
Man 11 comes out this October. Yes. So I don't know about you guys. Jumping into this week at least, I know Shinji's gonna be in it.
I'll be
'Cause,
there. I'll
yes.
hopefully be streaming by then. I have something. I have great new stream content when I that's
Yes.
Mega Man related when I come back.
Yeah, dude. Cause I know there's a lot of Mega Man games out there. So there's no excuse for Shinja to at least sacrifice a day for live streaming a Mega Man game. So,
Yeah, he's down.
oh boy, oh Shinja. So yeah, we have that. We actually making another hashtag week for Battlefield Week. Uh, it's a back-to-back week though. Um, we actually been planning another week, Marvel Week, when the new Spider-Man game comes out, but that it's a maybe, but we're
Mm.
thinking about it. So yeah, I think this E3, damn. I think the only one that could save it is Nintendo. I think. I mean, Microsoft's conference was pretty good, and I think they presented pretty well. So, and I'm really happy that Phil Spencer actually mentioned some studios in which they were going to make them, new IPs and that. So, it's all right for them. Anything else, Dan?
I think we covered it pretty good today.
Yeah.
Yeah.
All right, guys. I think this will be it. I hope for the best. Yes, hashtag kill E3. I mean, there's a lot of people on Facebook who are my friends who actually love the E3 this year, in which, for me, it was average. I mean, it wasn't that big of a deal to watch, but there was some really good surprises, new games. My wallet, I don't know if it's going to survive. So there's this and that. So overall, E3, be better next year or just disappear forever. All right, guys. This has been Zarapunky.
Oh snap! It's been a while since I've done that.
Yeah.
It has been a while. And this is Officer Dan. I'm a part of a live streaming channel called Gribukai Play. You can find us youtube.com/graygar22 or slash Gribukai Play.
It's not a show for viewers anymore. Indeed, Digital Games. All right, guys. This has been Cyberpunky. Please don't forget to favorite, rate, comment, and subscribe. Thank you for supporting the channel. And I'll see you guys later.